You've all heard about the story about the last straw that broke the camel's back. But today I got a story that's right on the contrary to that. How a small difference can make a big difference, positively. There was a man, and there was his rival. One day they decided to race each other in a long distance race. They ran through deserts, jungles, forests, highlands, mountains. They ran all over the earth. They ran under the burning sun when it could melt them like popsicles. They ran in freezing cold weather where they could be turned into popsicles. Rain or shine, they ran. They just ran, and just kept on running. Days and weeks and months into the race, they finally came to the last sprint, which was just miles away from the finish line. The man looked over his shoulder. His rival was right on his tail, reaching out to him, trying to catch him with any possible opportunity. The man started to feel burnt out. His legs were failing him. His lungs were as hot as lava from a volcano. He said, "Oh Lord, I don't think I can finish this race." But at that very moment, a grasshopper who was originally watching the race alongside the road in the grass, all of a sudden jumped up in the air. He grabbed the man by the shirt and started to pull him forward. And with that tiny little extra strength, the man passed the finish line. Bending down, gasping for air, the man looked back, but he saw no sign of his rival. His rival gave up on chasing him. After catching his breath, the man looked at the grasshopper and said, "Why, thank you, grasshopper. You know, I was just at my limit. I was about to give in, but that little tiny yank of yours, it felt like 1,000 horses pulling me through the finish line. That was incredible." And the grasshopper looked back at him and said, "My friend, listen carefully. This is a dream. In just a few minutes from now, you're going to wake up. And after you wake up, this might seem so unrealistic to you. But I want you to keep in mind, don't forget, this is a message about your life. The rival you were running against, that rival, that's the people who are always trying to hold you back. That's the environment that's always saying it's impossible. That's you, your tiny inner voice that's always saying, I can't make it." After you wake up, in your real life, you will always be racing against him. And the man looked back at the grasshopper with an astonished look on his face and said, "Then who are you? How do you know this? Why are you telling me this?" "Well, who am I? I'm God. I'm the people who support you. I am your inner voice that's always saying, yeah, actually you can make it. Just give it a little bit more of a try. At times I might seem small in your eyes, or sometimes you might not even believe, but I am always here with you." So you see, when you were running with all your heart and you felt like you couldn't make it anymore, you thought you reached your limit, but with my tiny little yank, you felt like you were flying. When you give your all and you give every breath that you have, even the tiniest little help will seem to be so large. So give your all in life. Do things to the end. I will always be here with you. Keep that in mind. As long as you always give your everything. You see, we're all that man. And we all have that little grasshopper on our shoulders. In here, and also here. 2 things I want you to take away from this story today to embrace 2017, to embrace the Lunar New Year. First of all, always give your all in life. That rival of yours will eventually give in. That's the first thing. Second, give everything you've got, with all you can, with all you have, so that even the tiniest help and support will seem so large and feel so large to you. God help those who help themselves. Peace. Happy New Year.